Spice Divas, Sona's Charm, Red Lip Talk, Red
Testing, testing.
Lip Talk. Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea. Red Lip Talk.
All
Girl,
right, all
come
right.
sit with
Welcome,
us.
welcome, welcome.
Welcome. What's
Welcome
up?
back. Welcome back to Red Lip Talk Podcast.
That's right. It's been a while. We had a little break. We needed that
Yeah.
break though.
Yeah. I'm kind of drained from that break. We
Yeah.
gotta be hyped. We gotta be hyped. We gotta be hyped.
Yeah.
This is our I think last show of the season. I think T said. I don't know. You know.
Episode 12.
Episode 12.
All
So on
right.
episode 12, we don't have guests today. It's
Nope.
us.
It's just us.
Yeah.
And that's what's up. 'Cause, we
Yeah.
started off with just us. So we're going to end
Yeah.
with just us.
Yes. So we excited about episode 12 and how was your weekend?
It was pretty cool. Saturday, it's the rain, kind of battling the rain, trying not to drown out here.
Okay.
But, I
Okay.
mean, my son put me to work. He had one of his dreads dyed. So we did that.
Okay.
The whole
Okay.
head, not just the tips.
Oh,
So we
wow.
did that. And yesterday I went to French Quarter Festival, which was a very interesting day.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
But it was a beautiful day to be outside. I actually, right when we got out the car before we were walking to the festival, I broke my shoe.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my goodness. And traffic, we was already in traffic for so long. I was like, I'm ready to get to this festival. And then my shoe broke. But I just want to say shout out to High Maintenance Beauty Supply Store because they didn't have any shoes in there that I could buy, but he did temporarily fix my shoe for me until I could purchase me some new ones
Oh,
and didn't
wow.
ask me to buy anything like everybody else. So
Good.
I just want to thank you so much for looking out and just showing some love to New Orleans hairstylists, beauty
Yes.
enthusiasts.
Yes.
It's love out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody not trying to hustle you.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Mhm.
For my weekend, for my week, I got a lot of blessings this week.
Awesome.
I have to shout out a client of mine. She doesn't want to say her name, but she did a blessing for me that was astronomical. It was a miracle blessing.
Mhm.
She gave me like paid for something that was really expensive, over $3,200.
Mhm.
And I just want to shout her out. She didn't want to say her name or anything like that, but it lets you know that God is a God that can touch the heart of man to bless you, and somebody needs to hear that. No matter what, God is with you. So for her to do that for me, and the type of person she said she's tight, she don't do that, and God laid me on her heart for her to do that miracle, because most people not go do nothing
That's
for you
right.
for $3,200. That's not happening.
Right.
So I just want to love on you and thank you.
That's
I'm not gonna say your
beautiful.
name, but thank
Absolutely.
you so much. Thank you so much. And then this weekend, a good friend of mine, dad passed, and I was able to go there and see the funeral and wake. And it made me realize how, being because I would say that he was a man of God, a legend, and it made me realize, like, when you close your eyes, what do you want people to say about you when you close your eyes? And like, this world we live in, we know it's important for us to live here,
Mhm.
but is an afterlife, and what you want people to say about you when you close your eyes. So that blessed my heart to see that, because the celebration was
Right.
beautiful.
That's
It was
awesome.
beautiful. And I want to say shout out to him. Prayers with you, prayers with your family.
Mhm.
God is with y'all. Y'all gonna be okay in spite of,
Amen.
so
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's
that's
the
pretty.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that was pretty
That's a
much
pretty
my weekend.
heartfelt weekend.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I also had I had an injury in the salon.
Oh
Most
no.
people don't know I have a second-degree burn on my body right now.
What?
Yes. So it was trying to rush. It's important to say no, because I didn't say no. I was supposed to say no. So you
Mm.
can't please everybody. That's another thing. You can't please everybody.
Mm.
And I'm in a season where I'm tired of trying to do that. So, and that's how I wind up having this injury on myself. Second
Mm.
degree burn, and good thing my hand was burned, but it's it's not bad.
It's not as
But
bad.
the injury that I have is bad. So
Oh no.
and
Sorry
you
to
gotta
hear
you
that.
gotta yeah, you have to really take care of yourself
Absolutely.
mentally, spiritually,
Mhm.
emotionally, physically.
All of
You
that.
gotta do all that.
50-day challenge,
50-day
right?
challenge.
All
You
right.
gotta take care of yourself.
We're gonna get a little bit more into that.
Yes, yes.
That's right,
So
because y'all it's stress awareness month.
okay,
So
okay,
I know
yeah,
we late in the month, but we dealing with stress every day, and we finding ways to manage it. I know you've been working on your 50-day
yes,
challenge,
yes,
so I
yes,
see that's coming along. You looking
yes.
good.
Thank
You
you.
looking
It's helping me.
happy. That's
It's helping me.
that's what's
In spite
up.
of my little pain, that's why I'm not as bubbly as I usually am. But I'm pressing through,
Amen. Press
pressing
through.
through.
That's all you could do.
That's all you could do.
All right. So what we got going on in the city coming up in May?
In May. Okay, well we have the LSBBA, Louisiana State Beauticians and Barber Association.
Mhm.
We have their actual convention. We're looking for vendors. We have a total amount of 20 vendors that we want to do, and it's at the DoubleTree Hotel in Kenner. Is their 76th convention, and we're excited about that because they're
We
gonna have some
are.
phenomenal people there, and again, Dr. Beverly Smith is the chairperson. She's going to bring it for Unity One.
That's
Our
right.
state president is Dr. Teresa Olmstead. She's excited about it. So, a lot of people are excited about that. And I see they're putting up Dr. Kendra.
Yes.
Yeah,
Children College of
yeah.
Academics.
Yeah. So we want to shout her out.
Yeah, she got a temporary permanent location, Saints Daycare,
Okay, great,
and
great.
at the old is it All Saints? I think it's called
Yeah, all saints.
All
Yes,
Saints School
yes,
on
yes,
Tesh, and
yes,
so we just so happy for that blessing for her
yes.
because they've been displaced for a little while since the original building burned down on Jean de Gaulle.
Hmm.
And I mean the kids were displaced, and a whole lot of things were going on. So we're just happy that she has this space. It's different when you have your own, and
Yeah.
we just so glad seeing her post every day how happy she is, and that's just so
Yeah,
wonderful to
yeah,
see
and
her
I
do
love
that.
Dr. Kendra because
Hmm.
that's my baby. She's
Yes,
a blessing to many people. She support many people.
yes,
You can't find a kind of spirit, and I'm excited that God blessed her in that magnitude because more to come. I always tell her it's double for your trouble.
yep,
So just that, she just was in tragedy, and I God blessed her with that beautiful building.
yes. The
And they say it's
rainbow
grand.
after the storm.
It says it's grand. I mean, they say it's grand.
Yeah,
It's grand.
it's a nice school. I remember I was in the 4-H club
Uh-huh.
when I was back in the day,
Uh-huh.
y'all,
Uh-huh.
and they had a contest there, or like a festival. I can't remember exactly, where we had to bring like foods of a different culture. So that's where they had it. So everybody, all the students brought their dish.
Okay.
My uncle Mike, now it's my cousin Mike
Uh-huh.
Bannister.
Uh-huh.
He helped me prepare an African dish.
Okay.
Actually, like
Okay.
some we made chicken, we fried it in peanut oil. I remember that we were in my mom's kitchen in the
Okay.
cutout, cooking
Okay.
it up. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a really nice building. It's big. It's really nice.
Yeah,
So
I told her she can do some great things with that
yes,
building. And we also have grief awareness because you talked about stress. It's
yes.
stress awareness, but we have a grief awareness event that's coming up, and that is on I don't want to pull my paper,
Mhm.
but it's a grief awareness 2 day, second annual day event,
Mhm.
and that date is May 13th. In May,
Yeah.
everything happening in May, right?
Yes,
It's going down
you
in
just
May.
going. It's Mother's Day, so everybody pour all the love in there.
Yes. And they're looking for vendors as well. I know Tarek with New Orleans Talk Network, he's a part of it. And I know they're looking for vendors as well.
Mhm.
And if you need vendor information, you need to contact, I think I saw her name was Trinette Williams.
Mhm.
And you can contact her at 504-231-0950. They need vendors as well. I mean, this is the time for the vendors because it's May, and that
Right.
means everything. You can sell your stuff and
Yes.
push your business out.
Lots
And
of business opportunities for
yes,
you guys
yes,
that have products, services, just
yes,
want to get out and do some brand networking, marketing, all of that stuff. Great space, good
energy.
community energy. That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
yes, and talk about vending and stuff like that. All the vendor colors that we saw at Bona Brothers. Oh my God. Huh?
Woo! Let's talk about that because that's why we had to
Yes.
take a break, y'all, because we was
Yes.
tired.
Yeah, it was a lot of energy. A lot of people, a lot of great people that we interviewed on that day. So I was excited about that. Some celebrities we got to interview, some celebrity stylists we got to
Yes,
interview.
lots of local people,
Yes.
Louisiana bred people, you understand? And
Yes.
that was really great to see them there because usually when you have something on this grand of a scale, Bronner Brothers is one of the biggest hair shows in the world, especially black hair shows.
Right.
So just to see so many people from where you from,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that platform, it was like amazing, inspiring.
Shout out to Nola Breda.
Nola
I see her putting
Breda,
her up right
yes,
now.
one of the featured interviews is one of my
Yes.
favorite interviews. I think when she told her story, coming from starting off, and now she has 4 salons in the area, and she's really teaching her stylist, her team, look, get out here and make this money. They start at 4 a.m., y'all. I was like,
Yes.
man.
That 4 a.m. It blessed my heart to know. I follow her stuff and I see her stuff, but I didn't know as much as how she told me. It almost touched my heart, made me teary. That she look up to me and she looked and she follows me, and good things are being said about me in the community, and that touched my heart because I look at her. She's been in business 11 years. I didn't even know it was that long, but it blessed my heart. Sweet girl Amber.
Yes.
We love you, Amber. We can't wait till you be on this show. She said,
Yes.
let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
So I can't wait to hear more about her story.
Absolutely.
On our show, when we have her on as an interview. We had a lot of great people for Bona Brothers. I don't know. We taking a break, right? Are we taking a break?
No,
Are we
we're
just
gonna
rolling?
run. We're gonna run through.
We're gonna run
We're
it
gonna
through.
It's just me and you, so we're gonna chop it up girl style.
Okay.
Girl
I
style.
thought we was taking a break.
That's
but
right.
Let's talk about my favorite interview was I want to say Baha, the guy Baha.
Baha. Yes, we got heard a lot about him the night before at the hair battle, and he blessed a local, not a local stylist, but I think he is from Marrero. He's from the West Bank. Okay, and with what is it, $25,000 worth of product. Be able to manufacture his own product, and so yes, and I thought that was amazing.
Yes, for him to do that, for him to bless somebody in that type of light. Not only that, I like the fact that he was so down to earth.
Yes.
He obviously he gave somebody $25,000 and he had 10 beauty salons. He owned 10 beauty supply stores, not salons, supply stores. Okay, supply stores. And he's a direct private label person. What I liked about it was that he was so down to earth. Now that means he walking in money. You know what I mean? But he wasn't acting all like
acting funny. He was very welcoming in his interview. He was like, "Yeah, we getting close. We about to talk. What's going on? Ask me whatever you want." He was just full of energy, and it was really great, to get that information from him, even for our own personal use. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, thank you so much for taking the time out. It was very busy that day. He had a lot of things going on, but we just appreciate you taking the time out to interview with us. Because.
And I like the way he was really adamant about the way we were presented. He said, "I knew y'all was coming with." Well, that was the other guy who said that, but he was like, "Y'all together. I know y'all was coming with something. Something. Y'all coming to do something." So, again, it's important that you brand yourself and brand yourself the right way, because that's what people respect. They say something about you if you execute, people gonna believe in you. If you execute, people gonna believe in you. So they gonna believe in you. So I was excited about his interview. Shakana was a mess. You my girl, but you
we didn't get an interview, but y'all got a few little words out of her.
God, Shakana, you are the young Medea. Okay? You are the young Medea. I called you that in your face. So she'll
respect that.
She'll respect that. Yeah, I love you though. You crazy. You make me laugh.
Yes.
You yourself. I don't see no fake or whatever, and I can respect that. You yourself, but you're crazy. You was messing with our production team. You was messing with Tarek. You is a mess. So she was like, I don't want interview right now.
No.
I don't want interview right now. But and then when we gonna walk off, so it was funny because T was like, girl, we pulling out our camera for you to say, you love New Orleans. and so she was like, when we about to walk over, I'm gonna do it on your phone. Talk about me, you know. So that was a blessing, girl. You is crazy. And then
Yes.
talk about y'all should have came yesterday. You know?
Yeah,
And
it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
We had our work day. We had our day that we came out to have fun. And get our day we come out to learn. So we had to split it up. You know what I'm saying? Look, but we understand. Congratulations to you and all your endeavors.
Yes.
I've been watching you on
She growing,
TV,
though. She
and you have
growing.
grown and elevated yourself. And
Yeah.
we're proud of you from the
Yes.
beauty community.
Yeah, and her rice water. Please get her rice water. You gotta get her rice water. Please, please, please. Yeah, we have to get her rice water. And yeah, and let's go back to Nola. Nola Brader. I want to see her clip. I don't know. We can play that right quick so we can see her interview. We talked about that just a few minutes ago. But maybe they have the production probably have the clip ready to play her clip. All right. So
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? He's like, I'm ready. Yes.
You're
Excited.
This girl is doing some amazing things in New Orleans, right? So this is one of our natives, our Nola Brader. See, and I was a little confused when I passed. I said, I'm going right here. But then they was up there. I said, no, that's not them. That's them up here. But then you explained to me,
Yes.
that's your team up there. So tell us what brought your theme. I saw yesterday you had some people here. It was beautiful.
Yes.
So how creative, what was your thoughts about Bronner Brothers?
Well, this year I have a lot of new team members, and so they have never been a part of this type of experience. So I wanted them to be able to, try to do everything. So we partner with Red by Kiss. They have a new braiding line for products. And so I have some of the team on stage doing hair for the first time, and they're very excited about that.
Yes.
And then also for the salon as well, we're just advertising multiple locations, multiple stylists. We start at 4 a.m. We're open 7 days a week.
Ooh.
So yes, this is our 11th year open. Yay!
Congratulations.
I love
And this is
that.
our 11th episode. That's the
That's
fine right there.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
11 years.
11 years.
11
So-
years you've been in the game.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
Beautiful. You got anything you want to tell somebody out there, like who's need some inspiration? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Inspiration.
Well, look, she definitely inspired me. She inspired me, and
Yes, definitely.
you inspired me. You talking about I inspire you, but you inspired me. That 4
Definitely.
a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
I've been thinking now when I get up and I be like, oh, I'm tired. I want to stay to 9. You have inspired me. So I hopefully her clip inspired some of the other people. But there was another guy
Definitely.
we interviewed, huh?
We interviewed Beauty by Benjamin, which is one of our LSBBA members.
Yes,
Shout out
that's
to
my
you.
boy.
Yes, so proud, so proud. He came in maybe 2 years ago, and told his story, about how he was released from incarceration by the Obama
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, he was able to get out and, start. He learned how to cut hair while he was there, and he started him a business. And now he's in Walmart. He also has a pet line that he sells. I mean, he has just branched out all over, and he's starting lots of other going down lots of other avenues, starting a school, so he has a lot of things that he's working on, being an entrepreneur, and he kind of just was like, you know what, I'm hitting the ground running, and he has not stopped. So, it was very great to see him there at the Bronner Brothers show too. He's all over though. We see him everywhere.
always see
So
him.
we're
I like
definitely
his energy. I
yes,
like his energy.
so proud. So
Yeah.
proud of you, all your LSBBA, community members, we just clapping it up. Clapping it up.
I like to see him because I think I'm not sure he's from Baton Rouge. I
Yes.
think, but I like to see him because one thing about him, he's a hustler. He don't really care about like who's there, who's not there. You're gonna see Benjamin passing out his cards, passing out his flyers, and he did some innovative creating, meaning that he has some.
I like that term.
Yeah, he has some like water
A
brush
where
with
you
the
put
comb and the water
yes, it's
in it.
connected.
It's connected. You can detangle the hair.
Yes, with the
He-
product.
with the
So you got
while
the
you
product in there
detangling the hair.
detangling.
He also has a
The rat tail comb
yeah,
with
the
the
rat tail comb.
brush, the
He has
edge
a
brush.
edge brush and stuff like that. Yeah, he has a lot of really creative things. So I'm so proud of you, Benjamin. And he's gonna be at the Louisiana State
Yes.
Beauticians and Barber Association. So we
Yes.
can run that
So
clip.
excited to
Let's
see
run
him.
that.
Yeah, run
beautiful-
his clip.
Run that clip. Let's see that beautiful clip of him.
All right, we're back with Red Lip Talk podcast, and we have another amazing man to interview. He's actually one of our Louisiana State Beauticians and Barbers and Association members, and he's doing amazing things. He's here at Bronner Brothers Show, and we wanted to interview him and let you know exactly what he's doing. Are you enjoying the show so far?
Yes, ma'am. What I invested into the show, I made that back and a little more. So the fact that I can give out my cards and meet so many people from different places, I find value in that because now I can connect with my people
Yeah.
and also encourage them to get involved into this as well with their own creations and ideas.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
have
been
a-
my pitch.
You have an interesting story. Tell us how you got into this business.
Well, being a barber and my barbering experience started off during my incarceration. So after I got pardoned by Obama, I just continued doing what I was doing. I'm a Obama pardon recipient, and it's like, why not? Why stop? So I just brought the gift that I learned and discovered through my incarceration out, and I implemented it and I manifested it. So,
Yeah. That's what I like about you. What I see about you.
All right.
That was
what a
good.
beautiful clip.
I know. It's so
Yeah.
exciting. Can't wait to see what else pours out of that brain.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a lot. He has a lot. Handsome young man. Handsome young man
Yes.
too.
Mhm.
He's a nice young man. I really like him. I like him, and I'm really proud to see him just keep going and going and going. Because those vendor spots at Warner Brothers is not
Yes,
cheap.
they are
I want y'all
not.
to know that.
They are not.
Those spots are not cheap at all. You invest in your brand and you're there. You're investing in your business, right?
Yes.
What
For
about-
the long term.
For
'cause
the long
look
term.
at all the networking you're able to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you find it to be? I found it to be this one in New Orleans. It was great, yes, but because of the changes and stuff, I know a lot of people don't know that Bronner Brothers has merged with Salon Centric, and it was a little different for me this year.
It was different. I'm actually surprised of all the brands that they chose Salon Centric, but I guess for business wise, it made sense for them to be in that dynamic. But yeah, Salon Centric, for those of you who don't know, it's a store that's for licensed cosmetologists or people in the beauty industry. And they sell pretty much everything, most of the big brand stuff. And so it was compared to the one we had last time in New Orleans, it was a kind of dimmed down, but that could
a little watered down.
yes, it
I'ma
could be
honest,
for many
watered down a
reasons.
little.
We've had, COVID, we've had things going on here. So you just never, the inflation, the prices of stuff, I don't know. But it was very,
Watered down.
subdued.
I was looking for Eben. I saw Eben, but they didn't bring a lot of stuff.
No.
They were really watered down their boot too.
Yes.
Like I didn't see any grand boots.
No.
Usually you saw boots like Kaleidoscope. You used to see that. She didn't even have it. I didn't see none.
I
If
didn't see
did.
one there.
If she had one, I didn't see it. You usually see grand. I don't know. It's almost
Yeah,
like
even the stages,
Ross.
it would be like
You
stuff
have Rick Ross.
constantly playing.
You have-
There was nothing really going on the
Yes.
stages. It was like nobody was really
it was like a real just regular convention.
with lots of interesting people selling stuff.
Yes. It was a big. I don't want knock. I love y'all, Bronner Brothers, because y'all come to my salon
Yes.
all the time and do your marketing. I'm not hitting y'all, but it was a little different for me
Yes.
because I'm used to
We
the
are
grand.
expecting the big stuff, especially here in the city.
Yeah.
But who did show up and show out was Silk Me Kids.
Yes.
They did their Mardi Gras theme
Yes.
booth. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. My girls did that. They really
showed out
did.
for the city.
Yeah, they did. Now
Yes.
their boot was it? Yeah.
Yes.
I like their boot.
There was.
Yeah. So we were excited about that. We were excited about that. Look, there they go.
There they go. Yeah.
Silk Me Kids. We really enjoyed them and they
All
they
the
brought
time.
it. They brought
Yes.
that Mardi Gras theme. And
Looking
we
forward
love
to
it.
see them for Essence.
For Essence.
They do their big their little mini convention, you
and
can
they're
say.
gonna be at LSBBA.
And they will be at LSB. That's
They gonna
right,
be
because
at
they are
LSBBA.
LSBBA members.
So y'all might
We
want to
in the
join.
building, y'all.
If y'all not, when y'all see here, say LSBBA, we're saying Louisiana State Beauticians and Barbers Association. We don't want to keep saying that word. So
It's long.
LSBBA. Okay, and we want y'all to be a part of it. If you're a stylist, or if you're a barber, or you're any profession in the beauty industry,
Yes.
you might want to actually join.
Join.
So,
We have
yeah.
lots of information. You get CEU credits. You can earn up to your doctoral degree in hair. And I mean, hey, education. The most money that people invest in their business is on education. Any business across the board. When you do people who do taxes, they say where do business owners spend the most money? And it's in education. That's why you have all these people with these ebooks. Oh, sign up for my webinar. I can teach you how to do this. Because that's where business people spend their money. Knowledge is power. Power is money, y'all. All right.
Y'all better get some.
Yes.
They talk about knowledge is power and power is knowledge. It's my girl. We interviewed with your girl Yandy.
Yandy!
Yeah. I know y'all know Yandy.
Yes,
from,
y'all. Loving hip hop.
Loving hip hop, and she's a boss.
Is
and
a boss.
Not only that, the last show, it was in Atlanta, a show that I saw her in. It had to be maybe about 5 years ago, the last time I saw her, and she was promoting somebody else's brand, right?
Yeah, my friend does a pop-up shop in Atlanta that she does, and it's like lots of brands from all over. She has a clothing line, but she said it's a pop-up shop that Yandy does. And she's out there, and she's like, yeah, she interviews with her people. She's mixing in, she's helped, like you said, marketing, shouting them out. She's always been, for the entrepreneur, for the business person. And so, yeah, it was really great to get the opportunity to meet her up close and personal and interview her.
Yeah, I was excited about that because, like I was saying, that she was with somebody else when I first saw her in Atlanta for the Bronner Brothers hair show, and she was promoting this young lady's. It's a big brand, Michelle, something like that. It's a pink brand, and it's for natural hair.
Yeah,
it's really good. Now
I know what y'all about the Michelle. I think it is called Michelle, but I use the product with the green label. So it's the biotin line, and she also has like a rice water line with a pink label that I use, and I do like her products.
Okay, yeah. So she was with her at first, but then Yandy got her own thing called Yale Skincare. So I was happy to see her promote her actual brand by herself, and her brand by herself. I was like, go Yandy, go Yandy. And what I liked about it, although she wanted to walk with us like my boy Baha did when we interviewed and stuff, but it was great for her to just even take out her time to interview us. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I think we're gonna pay her a clip, a beautiful her roll, so we can see her actual clip. Okay, all right. So we have in a second we'll play her clip, but and I don't know if they have that up, but I see they have another thing up. What that said? The Diamond. That's the young lady who won the battle.
Oh, okay.
The one who won the battle. I know you interviewed him, but I know they had a young lady that didn't win the battle, and we was thinking her hair was extravagant.
Oh, the model from the hair battle. Yeah. So Yeah, they said she lost by a technicality. The head base was too big. Her model actually had a very small head though, so I don't know if that was judged properly. But she had like a very Victorian theme, with a little twist to it. But it was very beautiful. The lady was in all white, a beaded corset. I mean, she was just really done very beautifully, And we also have pictures with some of the other winners. Remember the one with the flower? Yes, in all black. And that was
what, third place? Or did they
I think they won second place.
Yeah,
it was two, second place and third place.
Yeah. One of them. Yeah, but they're well, I like their creation and stuff. It was really nice. But we saw some nice stuff.
Yes.
At Bronner Brothers, although we said it was a little watered down.
It was watered down. Last time there was stuff all out in the hall where people just lots of energy. It was not like that this year.
We was walking up, I was like,
"Is this where it is?
Is this here? What's going on? Is it here?"
I mean, it could have been small and still, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. So do we have the clip of Yandy or? Okay,
so we're having a little technical difficulties.
But that's all right. We'll roll it.
We'll roll it.
So I want to go back to it was something else in the Bronner Brothers show that I really liked. Oh, I liked the second line aspect. They had second line bands.
Oh, they did. We got to dance with them for a little while.
Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that they had our second line bands.
They tried to incorporate our culture a little bit.
A little bit. But I could imagine like the people that really have to put that on.
Yes, which she talked about that at the hair battle.
Yeah.
How it's very hard work, and she shouted out to her staff and the people she works with because it's a lot, and we know just from doing the podcast every week, how much energy, how the work ethic that it takes to put it all together, and you need the multiple hands and multiple brains and multiple ideas to kind of come together and gel it together to make it what it is. And so, it was also great to see that they all was family. Bronner Brothers work with their family.
I know,
you know
right?
what I'm
They
saying?
like let everybody eat.
Yeah,
We
and
all
I
gonna
mean
eat.
that's
put us
awesome.
all in. We gonna eat together. We
Together.
gonna eat together.
That's right.
Speaking of the hair battle, I enjoy seeing my boy Tater.
That's right.
Bring it home.
New Orleans.
Tater won that hair battle.
Yes.
He had people hanging from the ceilings. He was doing hair from the ceilings, and they had some people. I don't say. In a restroom, the lady was like, "You think the right person won?"
Yes.
I say I'm biased. So, yes.
Yes. When it came to showmanship, I definitely think he had the best performance, and even just the creativity, but the way the ideas flow together. Some people had some really great things about what they did, but for me, it just didn't gel together. I couldn't understand the concepts. I couldn't really follow where they were going, but his concept was consistent from beginning to the end. And, shout out to his sponsors, the Crayon Case.
Your girl, now that's
Super,
a shame.
Super Scent.
Super Scent. Shout out to Super Scent. We need you on our podcast.
Yes.
Somebody at her. Please
Yes.
support RedLip Talk, girl. But shout out to his sponsors and stuff like that. It was amazing. He had her and Baja.
Yes.
Baja sponsored him.
Oh, okay.
Direct Label sponsored him
Wow.
too.
So Baja out
Baja
here
out here
connecting
just
with
connecting
everybody, with
right?
the New Orleans swag. You heard me.
And he's
Also,
from Tennessee, I think.
yeah,
He's from
his
Tennessee.
business is based in Memphis, Tennessee, and usually people like, oh, we're in LA, we're in New York, we're in Miami, but he's right here in the South, y'all, in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes,
So look, shout out to you.
Shout out to him. But that hair battle was awesome. I enjoyed that hair battle, and I definitely enjoyed Tater. Some of the parts of the hair battle was, like you said, you didn't understand the concept and stuff. They had one person. It was very creative, but it seemed a little demonic to me.
You talking about the guy that did the alien thing?
Oh,
what was
God,
his
at
name?
the end?
Was that
I don't
Ashton?
know. Ashton.
I don't know.
They had that fire going at the end with the aliens. I was like, oh
I
my
mean,
God, this
it
is
was
demonic.
very drastic.
Yeah.
I did like his hairstyle. His hairstyle styling was pretty. The hairstyles was great.
Yeah.
But like I think he tried to do like some who are the blue people?
Avatar.
The Avatar, like he tried to like pull in some of those like themes,
some people looking like
but
it, huh?
but I
Those
couldn't
they
really,
were look- they look just-
it was still like in and out for me. I don't know, but he did a fantastic job. They all did a fantastic
Yes,
job.
they did.
And
Yes, they did.
from being an entrepreneur, anytime you putting yourself out there, you putting yourself, your personality, the way you think, the way you feel, and that's a scary thing sometimes to put yourself in the limelight of other people because you're objected to their opinion, their views, and it takes
a lot of guts
courage.
and balls.
Yes, it does.
A lot of guts to do that, a lot of balls to do that.
Yeah.
And I shout out to all y'all. 'Cause
All of
all
y'all.
walked away with trophies.
That's
But
right.
my boy Tater won them $10,000.
Don't be a hater. Congratulate.
Congratulations. I think his name is Tater Paxton. The reason why I know it so much because although he have done like celebrities hair like Beyonce and all the rest of them, that's one of the names I know. He's very down to earth. He every year gives a celebration for kids for Christmas.
Oh.
And one year we was given he do a parade. They do a parade. Lester Love and the Loves the Pastor they be on the parade thing with him. He dresses
Cool.
up as the Grinch. So one year I didn't even know who he was, but we went there. That was recently. We was giving out stuff for the homeless. And I said, "What they doing over
I
there?"
remember when we was with Men of Excellence. It was across the street. So that was him over there.
That was his. That's his salon.
Oh,
Yes,
right
that's
there
his
under the
salon.
bridge.
Under
Got
the bridge.
you.
And,
Okay.
so I happened to go over there. I didn't know he knew me, who I was.
Yeah, I remember you saying
Yeah,
that.
and he was like, "I know you." And
Yeah, yeah, I was
he was
running
so
it.
down to earth. He was so down to
Yes.
earth. So shout out to him.
Yes.
And again, congratulations,
Especially
my boy. You
people
brought it
that give
home.
back to the community.
Yeah,
That's right.
You brought it back home. You brought it back home. So Bronner Brothers was interesting and stuff. And then I wanted to go back to like the stress levels of how I imagine how they probably have to depress, not depress. What's that word? Digress or it's a word that you have to. Woosah. Like after all that hype and all that kind of stuff, you have to bring yourself
Come
down.
down.
So I wonder how they do that. Like, do they take a trip or do they hurry up and just plan for the next event again and start planning?
I would have to say us coming into the warmer weather season, this is probably the time when we're a little bit hyped because everybody's doing something. You always got something going on. So, I mean, for me, I can imagine that you kind of just bounce it from one thing to the next. But, seeing that you did bring that up about stress, this is Stress Awareness Month. And so, it's very important, to be able to unwind and, like you said, take care of your body. Do the things that you need to do to reduce your stress level because stress causes a lot of other diseases, and so you don't want to get caught up. Yeah, we out here hustling, we grinding every day. Entrepreneur is 24-hour work ethic, but you also want to take some time to pour back into yourself, and take care of yourself. That's right, self-care. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about that.
Self-care is very important. I know for myself, I tried my best to take care of me, and I started doing that. But I had to because of like this injury or whatever. I was trying to just pull myself too thin, trying to worry about other people because I did have a wake to go to that night. Had a doctor's appointment, and somebody called me at the last minute wanting their hair done, and I should have said no. And I should have just stuck with the appointment that I had, that I knew it was one person I had, and I was going to get them done, and I was going to go to my appointment. But I stretched it, and I should have not done that. And that's the reason I got this. And then I thought I was supposed to do a certain style, and it was a different style. As far as I thought I was supposed to do just plain 4 braids. I know I could wop that out
Right.
without even adding hair or anything. But to add hair to it, that caused me a little more time.
Right.
So and I'm rushing because I'm like, oh man, I got to get out of here for 11 and it's 10 and all that. So I went to I boiled the water, to dip the braids. So be careful when y'all do that, guys. Make sure you have on the right proper shoes and stuff. And I knew I was going in and out, so I had on Nautica slides. I just grabbed some out the house, slide in,
and
ran out the house. I'm not gonna say the Nautica slides made me fall or made me flip where the hot steaming water just went on my chest. So that's how I got second degree burns from that. And at the time, another thing, shout out to Keyshawn, shout out to First Lady Gwendolyn Jones. of this network. Her husband owns the network, and also Bethesda, their church. And I shout out to you because before it happened, that was the weird thing. Before it happened, and the baby who Hal was doing, she was itching and scratching, and she was praying. First day was praying. I'm like, why is she praying? Like, what's going? So she's sitting there praying, reading her stuff and stuff. And before that happened, she it's almost like God had her praying before it happened, because it could have been worse. It could have been my face.
Could have, yeah.
It could have been,
That's water. Like,
it was
you
so
it was
bad.
just a 2nd-degree burn.
It was bad.
You could have skin peeling off your body, girl.
I do.
Oh.
I do. I have skin peeling, like, for real. And so what I want to say to Key too, her another one of her clients, Jackie, she ran and got her first aid kit. Miss Gwen ran out. Miss Gwen ran out to the pharmacy. She told them don't put nothing on it, just let it go out.
Yeah,
I ran to the emergency room. They got me in wound
You
care.
had a lot to do, and so then that just pushed your.
Oh, that messed up my whole day. But I did wind up making it to my friend's dad's wake, and stuff. And but it was a reality check. Like,
you gotta put yourself first.
You gotta stop taking care of the people and take care of you, because that was not good. But again, shout out to Key, because Key, the main person I kept seeing was Keyshawn, and I saw Miss Gwen, because everything was going so fast. When the hot water hit me,
that's a blackout.
I started speaking in tongues. I was like, Lord Jesus.
What?
I was like,
you was out.
Jesus.
Yes.
I started speaking in tongues.
Yes.
And it was all on my hand right here, but thank God this didn't blister.
Yeah.
All I would say, keep my hand, and Keyshawn brought ice water and was holding it. Keyshawn was crying. That's how bad it was.
I can understand.
He
That's
was like,
a very
Kree.
traumatic experience, and
Very traumatic,
I'm glad that there were people there, because a lot of times we're in there by ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that there were people there to help you and get you through that process, because I mean that's very traumatic.
That was traumatic.
Yes,
I'm
so sorry.
That's why we gotta pray over ourselves, and every morning I try to pray over me and my kids, because you don't know. You can't blame it on the body. It was an accident that happened, but you just gotta pray over yourself, because you don't know what the enemy gonna do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You start your day, we just be ready to go.
Ready to go. Right.
We don't really pray about it. We just go. We
right.
don't have a plan. We just go.
Right.
So you gotta, learn how to pray over yourself. So that's how I kind of, I don't know if it's called degress. What is the word I'm trying to say?
I don't know. I wish I knew. Yeah, I know what what you're trying to get to, but I don't know what the word is.
What is the word? Degress? Huh?
Decompress.
Thank you,
Mike.
Decompress.
All right, Black Dictionary. Decompress. That's
so
right.
we need to decompress the stress.
There you go.
Yes,
I like that. Decompress the stress.
Decompress the
I
stress.
looked up some ways how we could decompress our stress, right?
Okay.
So one of the ways, top ways, they did talk about faith-based relationships. So having some type of spiritual connection, and God, wherever you go,
whatever God you believe
I'm a
in.
Christian, you know what I'm saying? But
you
you need some kind of faith-based connection to help you. Like you said, pray. Sometimes you start your day off, you rebuke the devil before he even come to you. You understand what I'm saying? Look, I already did shielded that sheer. I'm a Marvel fan. You put that shield up. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get to me now. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, I got something for you. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta rebuke the devil before he get to you. You know what I'm saying? So having that faith-based relationship is definitely in like the top 10. Also taking care of yourself. So being active, physical activity. Working out helps to decompress the stress.
I know for me, that helps me. That's why I lift now, and I don't think I'm never going to stop. That's why I did the 50-day challenge, because I knew back in the day when I used to train with a trainer, and he was like, you got more stamina than a man. Like, how you punch stuff? Because instead of me punching somebody in the face, I'd rather lift. So I'm going to start lifting more. I lift about 2-something, as far as like I could do it on my legs, 2-something on my legs, and I lift, but I try not to do too much because you don't want to be bulky, and I'm just starting out, so y'all, I'm not going to be looking like a a man.
It depends on what body you're trying to sculpt. So lifting, muscle training is very good if you're really trying to sculpt your body, and so because you're building that muscle, build lean muscle. I think for women that would be more of my forte. But lifting is very important in that weight loss because it keeps you firm so that your skin isn't saggy. You know what I'm saying?
People that lose a lot of weight and don't exercise at all,
Yeah,
they might just walk. Walking is good, but walking ain't it. Oh,
It's
not
not
all
it.
of it.
You
You
have
gotta do reps of like 12.
Yes.
12 reps of 4. Do stuff for your arms. I was telling my aunt, Brock messed with me the other day. He said, "Oh, that flabby arm." I said, "Ain't that flabby no more like it used to be." So I lift my arm up and he seen that little muscle. He was like, "Oh,
Okay, you're doing it.
wow."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, just make sure y'all incorporate some type of lifting. You don't have to go to the gym. You can get the
You
10,
could do it at
the
home.
10 pound, the 5 pound. Yeah, and I know that's definitely one of the reasons as far as physical. Did they have any more?
Yeah, so another one of the most recommended ways to decompress stress is to take time to unwind. So whatever quiet time, I guess a massage, just relaxation, meditation, whatever that
Wine.
is. Wine. Now they did recommend to stay away from like alcohol and like drugs, okay? Because sometimes stress leads to other illnesses like depression, anxiety, things like that. So you don't want to use a coping method that could lead to like a long-term dependent or abuse, okay? So
Addiction.
there you go. So it did, warn to try to stay away from those things, but hey, if that's what you're grown, okay? And if you need a little wine to unwind, wine away.
Occasionally. Occasionally. We
Okay.
don't want you to be alcoholic. No alcoholic.
Wine away.
Occasionally.
But yep. Also, they said to take a break from news, and I could understand that, y'all, because sometimes when I watch the news, it just depresses me so much, and that also includes social media.
Yeah, I'm bad.
know.
I don't watch the news.
Me either. I don't know if it's bad, but I just feel
Watch
like
it all the time.
it's just
it's
so much
negative.
sad, negative
Yeah,
things
so negative.
happening, that people talk about. So it's just like I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But it is important to take a break away from that because of that, and you can just get caught up in all of those things that's going on, and you can't think about anything else, right? So to take a break from the news and the social media, just kind of isolate yourself for a little bit.
Every now and then I'll take a break from social media, although as much as I post, sometimes I do take a break. And actually, sometimes when I post, I don't even look at other people's stuff. I just get on there and post and then get off.
Right.
But I just let me post my stuff and I'm out.
That's right.
So,
Enough to be engaging, to get some
yeah,
followers.
Get some followers and then I'm out. I'm sorry
That's
if I don't
it.
look at all y'all stuff, but sometimes
Look,
I don't. Some
it's-
people say,
it's tiring.
You didn't see that on social media?
No.
You didn't see what I posted?
No.
So yeah. So sometimes I do take a break from social media
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
So the last thing I want to say that it recommended to do is help other people. So helping other people, and it does. It helps alleviate. It does something. I don't know if the endorphins or whatever hormones when you help someone, what it does for you. But they recommend it helps someone, to help decompress your stress. Yeah.
I've always been a person that like to help people and see them progress and go further. But I like where I'm at in my life, like right now. Like I have to say, even First Lady, like she told me, she's like, "Krisha, you gotta learn how to say no. You can't help everybody. You gotta know." And then this morning, one of the client I told you that who blessed me, she said you got to be careful of casting your pearls to different people. You got to cast your pearls to where they're wanted. You can't cast your pearls to everybody. And
I absolutely learned that, because I feel like when people don't really earn you, they mistreat you. They don't appreciate what you're giving. They don't know the value of it. And so, you want to be freely giving, of yourself. That's what Christians, that's what we're supposed to do and stuff like that. But you also have to recognize where you're being valued and to make sure that, okay,
not usury.
not
Usury.
necessarily that I need something from you to give you this, but this is a value, and you need to be just like I'm this person. You need to be that person to be able to accept that and understand that I'm giving you something of value. And so you're right. Be careful who you give your pearls to.
Be careful who you get the pearl. I mean, you could talk about that literally, pearls. Girls, be careful who you get your pearls to.
That's right.
I talked about something else this morning. And I know we're gonna be wrapping it up in a minute, but we talked about something else this morning about I say go back to girls, be careful who you get your pearls to, because if you're not married to somebody, they're not yours. That's how I feel.
Woo.
And people have a bad concept of thinking this is mine. If a person has not put a ring on your finger, I feel like they're not yours. That's just my view of it. Like claim me. Say I'm
Yes.
yours. Say for the world to know. Put a ring on it.
Everything you own got your name on it, don't it?
That's right. So if you
So
don't got your name,
then you don't own it.
yeah.
There you go.
And then there's something in the Bible, I don't know where that scripture is, where it talked about if God put your name on it, if your name on it, he won't take it back from you. If he put your name on it.
And marriage is supposed to be forever, y'all. Supposed to be forever, But
I'm not going to war. The thing is this. Why some women, they war with each other over a man, or they war with each other. We're going to go back to a man because I got to talk about this. Right?
okay, go ahead.
Like some women war over each other over a man, that's not even theirs. You see what I'm saying?
I do. You see
Like,
it a lot. You
warring
see
over something that's not. I'm a war over my husband, or I'm going to war. Because I got papers on that. My name on that. You know what I mean?
I'm invested.
I'm invested.
Uh-huh.
Even if you have kids with somebody, they're not yours.
That's true. Absolutely true.
Okay, now y'all connected
We connected.
because of that
Fortunately,
baby.
forever.
Right. Forever.
Oh my gosh.
Look, talk about stress. Oh, we can't
Yeah,
raise
that's
the stress
another.
level up.
But that's another very big stressor. So we talked about with the decompress stress, but one of the top stressors is romantic relationships.
Wow.
Yes, divorce, marital separation.
Wow.
It's very high in the stress department.
Wow.
Another thing is finances.
Yeah, finances, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, you want to keep the drama to a minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that includes who you let in your space.
Yeah. But I know our vertex. I don't know if that's the right word I'm using, but our vertex, sometimes it's conditioned to drama. We go toward drama, and we go through all things that are complicated versus not going to it. It's just our vertex.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it's like from upbringing? Because I know I talk a lot about, in therapy, when I was in therapy, and I realized a lot of behaviors or things that I carry with me, it was because of stuff that I saw, that was kind of like instilled in me. Not necessarily saying, oh, do this, but you just kind of repetitiously see something over, you automatically gravitate to those behaviors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So do you think maybe, is it because of that, like maybe if you come from a situation that's like high in drama or whatever, like maybe people say, oh, that's what they revert to when they're put in a stressful situation, or
like for me with my family, with my father dynamics and stuff, my dad wasn't in my life. He wasn't in my life. My mom had me at 16, so my dad wasn't in my life. Do I blame him for that? Because he had a addiction, a drug addiction.
Okay.
But God used me later to help him, bless his life.
Amen.
And when he died, he was clean. He had his own business and everything. But I was blessed to have his mama in my life, so I wouldn't have changed the situation of him not
Right.
being my dad
that
and
was
not
the
being
best
my life,
situation.
because that was the best situation. His grandma, my grandma, some of the morals and values I have is from my grandma. But I look and I say, like, my relationship choices in life, that's why I pray and I ask God that whatever residue I have on me, try to take it away from me, because you'll wind up tending to try to get a man that will potentially abandon you because of the abandonment issues that you haven't dealt with from your father.
So right with that.
So you gotta pray that God to shake that stuff off you, because we'll be in relationships where we're not validated.
Yep.
And it's almost like a vanity.
Trying
You
to
with me?
trying to get proof. I'm doing this so you can validate me, because you need that validation from that male figure or male relationship in your life. You are right. You are right.
But I heard today is seek ye first the kingdom of God, because like if you seek him first, your spouse gonna come. your the person that God have for you gonna come, your relationship gonna come, your finances gonna come. We often seek after money. We seek after all these things, relationship, men,
That's what
money,
my
all
preacher
that.
talked about on Sunday. He
See?
was like, "Don't make work your God. Don't make sex your God. Don't make,
Oh,
God is God. You putting all these other things in God's place, and you can't do that. You
yeah.
have to. You're right. Seek Him first.
Seek him first.
Mhm.
All the other things, that's the main decompressor for me. I'm seeking him first in every aspect of my life. I really don't, I hate to say, what you say about getting up. I don't care no more. No, I'm seeking him first. And then after that, everything else going to be added unto me.
Amen.
Yes, you got to do it. And our kids are watching us. So
Absolutely.
our kids are watching us.
And that's one of the things why we try to break these negative cycles, because we don't want to transfer that energy onto our kids. We want them to make better decisions, have better options, and so we continue to make ourselves better and fix on ourselves. Not necessarily saying that something is wrong with us, but you're always elevating yourself. Every that should be one of your goals every day. How do I elevate myself to a new level today? You know what I'm saying? And so, they are watching us, and, we want to be their teachers, because we don't want the world to teach them. We want them to hear from the horse's mouth, the people that give them life.
And that really like, watching us as far as relationship. They're watching us as far as spirituality. And some things we gotta watch too, because it'll get to a point where they may disrespect us if you don't show them the right way,
Absolutely.
the right path in which we're going. I know for my girl that's 22, Bree. My girl, I'm sorry, my girl that's 22, Bree. I know for her, I have to do a certain path for her. I have to show her something different, because I want her life to be different from mine. You
don't
and
want
when
them to
see
make
when,
the same. They have the same issues. I'm gonna get a little personal. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
But I remember when I got pregnant with my son. I was a freshman in college.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up, my mama was telling me all the time, "Oh, you're gonna end up with da, 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 da."
Yeah.
And not that I wasn't a bad kid or anything.
Yeah.
But just you see like, oh, they're interested in this, they're interested in that. Don't do this, because in your mind you feel like this is going to lead you down to that way. Well, I'm affirm sometimes the things you want to hide away from are the main things that you cause to happen. Not saying that was in this case, because you make your own choices. But I remember, well, I can see now, like, it's not necessarily that she like, oh, don't do this because this is bad, but you know being a young mother, an unwed mother, a single parent, there are a lot of hardships and things that you go through. And when I think about my daughter, and I'm sure you do too, as a woman, as a female, there are certain things you don't want them to have to deal with. They're precious.
Stuff with the men.
You
No,
don't want them.
dealing with it.
You don't want them
Or
going
they
through
wanna
those
take it from
things.
you.
And so when you assert yourself in situation and you put yourself, it's not only the pain of you going through that situation, it's the pain of your parent to have to watch you go through that. And I realize now, don't get teary eyed.
Don't get teary. Don't get teary.
That had to be hard for her to go through that.
Yeah. Your mom?
Yeah, my mom, to watch me go through that and experience life in that way, because you want your children to have kids, but you want it to be a happy experience. And I'm not saying that she's not happy for her grandkids, but in the way,
a certain life she wanted for you.
There you
Yeah. But it's a certain life we want for ourselves.
That's right.
And for us, like for me, I didn't want to be divorced. I want to be married.
That's
I want
right.
to have kids that's married, go through that.
Yeah.
But can we get some tissue, please?
Life is life, you know.
Yes.
And the main thing is that you go through these things, but you have to pick yourself up. Learn how to pick yourself up. You can't wallow in it, and you have to move on.
Yeah.
You have to learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn from the choice that you made and go along. Sometimes we think, oh, why this happened to me? But sometimes your story is to help somebody else, because somebody is watching you. They're going through something, and they're saying, how am I going to get out of this?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. How am I going to get out of this? And even with myself, we're in a salon, we're talking with women, people that have been through all types of
Crazy stuff.
Some stuff you can't breathe sometimes, the things that they say to you, and you say, how did you get out of that? You know what I'm saying? And so,
And most of them, they say the help of God.
right, I don't look at it now as a sad moment in my life. It's something that I went through, something that I dealt with.
And you made it.
And I made it. And that's what I made it. And I look at my child, he's a student at Benjamin Franklin High School. He's getting ready to be a senior next year.
He's an awesome kid.
Prospecting to all type of colleges. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? And my mother is proud of him. She always tell us all the time when he was just the only grandchild.
Okay.
I'm leaving everything to him. Y'all not getting nothing. He getting that. Everything I got is going to him.
He's so cool,
but he
so
is
cool.
a laid back kid, and he's always been a blessing. And just, I was alone for a long time, and sometimes the brightest part of my day was when him saying, "Mommy, how was your day?" And I'd be like, somebody asked me how was my day.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you, Seth.
Shout out to Seth.
I love you so much.
Miss Cree love the chocolate.
Yeah. Because he is a bright young man. And, even for him, I'm real with him. I don't shield nothing about my life, because the choices I made, I learned the lessons. Look, your mama didn't do what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
But this how we gonna decompress from this.
This
how we gonna move
and
forward
I let
from
him
this.
also know, you gotta be real. When you make certain choices, though, you got consequences, and you have
These
to be
are the
real with your
consequences.
kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's why I try to tell Brock. The same thing. We had our date yesterday. And it shocked me. My baby, he opened the door for me. I said, "Well, dang, I can't get the men open the door." But my baby opened the door for me.
Right. That's
He said,
right.
"Oh, Ma, don't touch
Don't
the door.
touch the door."
We on a date, he said.
But that let you know when he do take somebody out, he gonna know how to treat them, and that's
He said, "Sit down first."
That's because of you, girl. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We doing good. We got some amazing kids.
We do,
y'all.
we
Don't
do,
get mad,
we do,
'cause
we
won't
do.
talk about our kids, no.
I love you too, Saint.
Yeah.
And you're terrific too. Yes.
I love you too, Bree. And you're 22. You're
Look,
22.
two.
I love you too, Bree. And your 22 Nickel State attitude young lady.
That's right.
Want this and that. Don't want to listen. I love you too, though. You know what I mean? I know the boys are easier, I think.
I ain't gonna say that, but it's different.
they're easy,
It's
I'm
different
telling you.
challenges. I don't know. We upside down on that. Brock is younger than Bree, and then Saint is younger than Seth.
I'm telling you, the boys are easier. I don't give a care. But Bree ain't give me no problems in school as far as grades and stuff.
Yeah.
Brock doing that part. But other stuff,
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
We understand.
But we making it. We gonna make it as single parents. But we ain't gonna be single for long because God's sending them husbands.
Oh, right, because we seeking who first?
God.
There you go.
The kingdom of God, and all those things will be added unto us.
Unto you, yes.
So we're going to have them husbands. So we're going to have them successful business. And we speaking that for you too.
Yes.
If you behind the camera.
Our viewers.
You viewers and you looking and you listening. Seek him first. Whatever God there is that you serving.
That's right.
Seek them first, and everything else going to be added unto you. I know we glam. I know we have fun. I know we red lip talk. But we wanna be at least the share something to encourage
genuine,
you.
And being real, with people, because people think everything that glitter is gold, and it ain't. It ain't. Even though Sona means gold, but but sometimes I'm a little dull. I gotta shine myself up. Decompress the stress.
Decompress the stress.
I like that. That's gonna be our motto for
we
our
need a shirt for that.
That's right.
The stress. We need a shirt, T. We need a shirt. Decompress the stress. So it's stress awareness, and I guess we want to leave them with some stuff, some takeaways. I think we hit everything. We hit everything.
I mean, if not, the tears definitely did. I'm sorry, y'all.
You all right. You about to start crying.
No, because you in some real physical
I'm in
pain.
some physical pain right now, y'all. Y'all don't know. I didn't even go get the meds that they gave because I don't like taking, like pain pills and stuff. So, but I probably needed to.
You need to.
Because I'm hurting a little bit sitting here, but y'all can't tell. I just told y'all.
Because we showing up. We professionals.
Yes.
We professionals.
We're showing up.
But
Yeah.
it was so good to chop it up with you. You know, good seeing you. Good seeing the team. Good seeing y'all. I hope y'all happy to see us. I hope y'all missed us.
Yeah.
You know,
I
we
hope y'all
getting ready
missed
to rev up for season 2.
Season 2.
Okay.
They can't wait till we have a season 2. Our first show, we have none other than Havilah Malone.
Yes.
Yes.
She's a
that's my
beautiful
girl.
person. I did her makeup before for Essence event.
Yes.
You know, outstanding young lady.
Yeah, she come with positive energy.
Yes, positive energy. So bubbly.
energy.
And, you know, it's going to be great to have her with us here.
And y'all got to tune in and see that, because not only is she Havilah Malone, she has been on CIS. Is that CSI?
I think it's CSI.
CSI. She has been on numerous national commercials,
Yes.
movies. She's a celebrity stylist. I mean, a celebrity. Oh, and she even played on a thing as a stylist before. A commercial or something she did as a stylist. But she's a celebrity actress.
Yes.
And we want y'all to definitely tune in for her. She's my girl. So down to earth. I'm so happy.
She
for
right
her.
here from the city, y'all.
Right here from New Orleans.
That's right.
Yeah. Right here from New Orleans. So we want y'all to definitely tune in for her next week.
That's right.
Any takeaways we got?
Any takeaways? You know, we're just gonna continue to work on decompressing our stress. You know, I feel like sometimes when when you're around people a lot, you are going through the same kind of things. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's helpful too, because it helps you grow and you have someone to lean on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so to talk about these kind of things and what are we gonna do to get out of this? You know what I'm saying? So you know,
Keep it moving.
right. Find somebody to talk with. If you're going through something, you know, let it out. And look, decompress the stress, y'all. Yeah. That's my takeaway. Yeah. Decompress the stress.
My takeaway is to keep it moving. My takeaway is also life is short. Going to the funeral this week, it really made me realize, like, what is your legend gonna be? What is when you close your eyes, what people gonna say about you? How did you impact the world? To see 50 pastors and stuff like that, yeah, it was big. He left a legacy, you know. So, what would your legacy be? And that's life is short, y'all. We don't got time for games. Stop trying to do what you see on social media. Stop trying to do what you see you feel that is popular. Again, if you seek ye first, all these things will be added unto you. You don't have to worry about doing what other people do to get the quick fix, get the quick this, the quick that. And that's what God is showing me. He said, "I will touch the heart of man to bless you." And that's what I'm getting from that. Again, somebody blessed me. One of my people, $3,200. That people don't do that. So I'm believing in God for somebody. The next one gonna be somebody give me 32,000. Bless me with 32,000.
We not laughing because we joking. We laughing because we know we receiving it.
Yes.
So we receiving it. This is joy for the $32,000 that you gonna receive.
32,000. Touch their heart right now. If you're behind the camera and you got it and you can give it to me, it's gonna be good ground.
Man, make that double and send 32 over here.
It's good ground. But that's my takeaway. Take care of yourself.
That's right.
Again, the 50 Cent 50-day challenge. I keep doing it. Even guys, if you don't see me, like when I had the burn, I couldn't work out for 2 days, but I'm going today. I'm gonna push myself. So I've been having a burn 3 days. But I'm gonna push myself today, and I'm gonna go because I feel like I can do it now. I can kind of move
a little bit.
So I'm gonna go today. So keep moving, keep it forward. 50 Cent 50-day challenge, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. And God. Let me tell y'all. When you say financially, and you ask God for something, and in your mind you don't see where it's gonna go. Like, I was supposed to be saving $20 every day for 50 days. That's $1,000, right? No, two. What's two? Yeah, that's $1,000.
Yeah, you said $20 50 days.
I was able to put $1,000 in the savings on the side.
That is awesome.
I didn't even hit my 50 days, so I put it in something where I can't touch it. I didn't even hit my 50. I said, I'm going to do this 50 again.
That's right.
I'm almost at my 50. I'm at 37 or 38. Because when I don't work out,
you don't count it.
I don't count it.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
that.
Yeah, because that's a day you ain't do it.
I ain't do it.
You know,
Hold myself accountable.
hold yourself
Every
accountability.
morning,
That's
yep.
right.
Every morning I do the Bible. I put my Bible app. I list for some inspiration on the Bible. I'll read that. And again, like that day I burned myself. I didn't do what I was supposed to do.
Oh,
I'm not lying, y'all. I got to be honest. The day I got burned, I didn't read my Bible that morning.
Was that a reminder?
Ooh, that was a reminder.
Was it?
I was like,
Was he trying to remind you like you didn't do what you said you was gonna do?
You was on the 50 day challenge. So you leave an area and open it up for stuff to happen. Because you committed to me. You say you was gonna do 50 days.
And God's serious about his commitments.
And even though you got that big 550 cents sitting up there for our little flyer, you know what I mean? You think it ain't gonna be spiritual, but it's a spiritual thing you're doing.
That's right.
You know, even though you're there.
That's right.
So I want y'all to know consistency, routine, all that stuff pays off.
It does.
It pays off.
It does.
And
Absolutely.
I was like the other day, you know, I might look a little sit right here now, but when I was putting my dress on to go to church, I was like,
oh, I look good.
50 cents,
It's working. And that probably boosts your self-esteem. I can see your endorphins just going through the roof because you're feeling good about yourself. So you got an inner glow and an outer glow because you're beautiful. And you know what I'm saying? It's working all in unison.
Yes, it is. I say I'm feeling sexy. So that's my takeaway.
Awesome.
That's my takeaway. Just y'all, just keep it moving, keep it pressing.
Yes.
Put God first. Put whatever God you want to serve first. If that makes you feel, but me, I put my God first. Put that first, and everything else will be added unto you. Try not to stress. Do something that's going to decompress your stress. We like that word, decompress.
I like that.
Yeah, decompress.
Good
We had a
job.
hard time finding it, but we did find it.
We found it.
Well, thank you. I guess we could wrap up.
Yeah, we could wrap up. You know, this is episode 12. We're going to see y'all back next week for season 2.
So make sure y'all tune into
Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Mwah.
Sona's charm.